Thokozani, good day everyone. Welcome to Gogo Makabo Spiritual Channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please subscribe, like and share. Thank you. Okay guys, I want us to do a reading. This reading is a message from our ancestor guides. Ancestor guides are those who are on the light, okay? So let's hear what they're saying. What messages are they giving to us? What do they want us to do in order to, to be able to connect with them, to be able to connect with our soul, to be able to uplift our souls, okay? I have a card which says to you, explore your creative side. So this card or this message, it's a message which comes from your ancestor guides, from your mother's side, your maternal ancestor guides. So let's hear what they're saying. They say to you, explore your creative side. They say to you, visualize, paint, and record. Okay, what they're saying to you is that they gave you the skills, they gave you creative ideas, they gave you the power to make things happen. They say that you are a very strong person. That's how they made you. They made you to be an independent individual on this earth, okay? They say to you that this is a material world, the world that you are currently in. This is a material world. It's a world which is influenced by money, by wealth, and other things in life. So they say that they want you to know your position. You need to know where you stand. What are you after? Are you after the material things, or are you here to uplift your soul? Okay, this is what they're saying to you. And they said to you that they gave you all the skills to be able to survive. They gave you the creative ideas to be able to survive on this earth. Okay, they said to you that yes, they know that even if it's a material world, yeah, you still need money. You need money to buy food, you need money for shelter, you need money in order to survive. Okay, so they're not against that, meaning that if you're feeling very low, very down, you don't have money, you don't have other means, you can always go back to them, talk to them, and ask for abundance, ask for blessings, and then they will give it to you. When you came into this earth, you were given your own wealth, okay? You were given your own abundance. But then those abundance, what they do is they don't just give it to you all at once, because obviously you're gonna waste it, or some people are gonna steal from you. And yes, it might bring temptation into you, temptation into your soul, so they don't want you to taint your soul at all. So that's why they say to you that they're giving you this abundance bit by bit. Yes, you do have a certain amount which is meant only for you and your family. But then when they talk about your family, they talk about the people when you grow up. When you reach the stage where you are an adult, you've grown up, you are now working, the people whom you'll be taking care of, or the people that you are supposed to take care of. Yes, I know about this thing. Some people will be like, they have this term nowadays, they call it I forgot the term, tax what something like that. When you bring a child into the world, you take care of the child, you take your child to school, the child becomes educated, you are doing everything for your child, you forget about yourself, you concentrate on your child. But then when the child when they get the education, the degrees, now they are getting better jobs, they're getting better salaries, they don't care about you anymore. Again, when you ask from them, they say that it's like you are taxing them, something like that. So they don't want to take care of you. They only want to concentrate on themselves. They become selfish. Okay, it's fine, it's okay. So what your guides gave you, the abundance that they gave to you, is to take care of those whom you are supposed to take care of. Meaning that that parent who took care of you, you are also supposed to take care of that parent. If that parent is like maybe not working, they don't have other means of income, you are supposed, the parent is a responsibility to you. He or she is your responsibility. Even the grandparents, if they're still alive, if they don't have any income, but if they do have an income, it's okay. You can just help here and there. When you are helping your grandparents, that simple thing that you buy for your grandmother, that blanket, that dinner set that you buy for your grandmother, or just that dress that you buy for them, or a coat that you buy for your grandfather. This is how you are honoring your ancestors. You are honoring both the living and those ancestors who has already passed on. You are also honoring the universe. The universe is happy about that. The universe is smiling at you, and the universe is giving you much, much more. But if you become selfish, you're like, this is my money. I'm not going to take care of anyone. They must make some means. You tell your parents that it's you who brought me into this world. Yes, I am your responsibility, or I was your responsibility because you brought me into this world. I didn't ask you to bring me into this world. You are 100% wrong. You are 100% wrong. This is because you don't know about the spirit. You don't know what happens to the spirit when the spirit leaves the body, when the person dies. And you don't know what happens in the afterlife, in the spiritual realm with your soul. And you don't know the contract that you sign when you come back into this world to be reincarnated. Yes, you forgot. I understand. But you are 100% wrong. Okay? It's fine. No parent is going to force you to give them your money. No one is going to force you. But I want you to know that you are intentionally inviting bad luck into your life. You are intentionally open doors for dark forces, because this is what they want. They will come to you, they will manipulate you, they will start hypnotizing you, they will start controlling your mind. You will become a very selfish person in life. And I want you to know that what goes around comes back around. Whatever bad thing that you are doing to your grandparents, whatever bad things that you are doing to your parents, your children are going to do the same thing to you one day. Your grandchildren and your great grandchildren, if you will still be alive, they will do the same thing to you one day. Okay? So here they say to you that they gave you all the skills, they gave you the abundance, they gave you everything. But then they can't give it to you all at once, because when we have money, when we are successful, when we have everything that we want in life, we tend to forget to pray. We forget to connect with our guides, our ancestors. We become very selfish. We don't care about other people. We don't we find ourselves in a stage where we only want those who are also successful only around us. If you are not successful, then you are no longer allowed in our circle. So they don't want that, because they say that sometimes money is the root of all evils. It is the root causes of all evils. But money is not the problem. The problem is us. When we get this money, we start being selfish. We start forgetting about other people. And we forget about God. We forget about where we come from. And we forget about where we are going. We forget that we came into this world, naked, not having anything, not even a small packet or, of food, nothing. We came alone. We came naked. And here we are. We have all the money that we want. We have all the wealth in this world. We have all the cars, everything, many houses. We forget that when we leave this world, we're going to live the way we came, exactly the same. We'll live with nothing. Yes, of course, this time we won't be naked when we leave. At least they will, cover us with some clothes, some sheet or whatever, some blankets. But all the money, we're going to leave it. That's why there are too many ghosts around. Because this ghost, many of them, 70% of them, that the people who were very, very rich and very selfish. They didn't want to share their money with anyone. They were not taking care of their families. Some members of the families were suffering, they were struggling. They were very, very struggling. The suffering, it caused lots of pains on them. It caused lots of sicknesses in them. That's why they even died early, or they died before their time, because of the sufferings that they were going through. Some of them, they even, committed, they unalived themselves because of the suffering they were going through in this earth. But there you are. You were there. You saw what was happening. You had your money. You didn't want to share it because you were like, it's mine. But what the universe is telling you that, yes, it gave you that money for a purpose, but you didn't use it for that purpose. You need to know that when you leave this earth, you're gonna leave it. And because you left it, and because you were very selfish, you'll be one of those spirits which does not want to descend into the light, because you'll be too much attached into the material things. You'll be a ghost roaming around, a roaming spirit, because you want your money, you want your wealth. You won't be able to sleep peacefully. Your soul will not rest. Okay. They say that they gave you the creative ideas. This is for you guys, those who are like, maybe find that sometimes you are suffering in life, you don't know what to do. You chose the wrong career, something like that. You did that thing because everyone was doing it, and you thought that it will work for you, but then it's not. Or yes, it is working for you, but you are not happy where you are. They say to you that they gave you all those skills. They gave you the creative ideas. They want you to start using those creative ideas. For some of you, sometimes you might find that sometimes when you're sleeping, you dream of that, that nice picture, that beautiful picture. You see yourself painting, things like that. This is one of your creative ideas. Or you have that dream where you were singing, you have this beautiful voice in that dream. You were singing, there were lots of people there, they were watching you, they were applauding you, you were singing, you were dancing, you were doing all those things. This is what they're showing you. These are some of the gifts that you have. Or you might find that maybe recently, even if this thing didn't come through a dream, but when you close your eyes, you see this painting. Or when you close your eyes, you see this mountain. Or when you close your eyes, you see this wild animal. Okay? So this is how they will be showing you things. They gave you the artistic energy. This artistic energy, it is flowing within you. Okay? So they wanted to activate it. They say to you that now is time for you to make time for yourself, make time for writing. If you do have the creative ideas of writing, maybe you have this person, when you're just sitting down, you start thinking about things, you start, maybe you are receiving messages telepathically, where you saw some things happening, you see a story unfolding right before your eyes. You see it maybe visually, or sometimes through intuition. This type of messages, they can come through. Okay, so if you have the gift of writing, or if you feel like, what, I want to be a writer, I want to write books, or I want to write stories, dramas, movies, things like that, this is the time to start now. Some have the gift, for cooking, baking. When you eat their food, it's like you are in another world. So that is a gift. Even if maybe you're working somewhere, but you know how to cook. You know how to cook. You are a good cooker. Or maybe you know how to bake. You can make it as another profession. Maybe you know that on weekends I'll be baking, I'll advertise myself, I'll bake some cakes, or maybe I'll cook. And then you know that next time some people, when they're celebrating something, they have a party or whatever, and then they can, come to you and order some things from you, some food from you. And here you are catering for them, making some money. Okay. Some have the gift of making clothes, designing, sewing those beautiful clothes. If you do have those type of things, maybe it's the time for you to buy that sewing machine, start practicing, or get some lessons from somewhere, attend some courses where they will teach you how to do it, and now you start doing it. I want you to know that your gift, you know it already, you know it. When you were growing up, you had this connection with that gift. This is not something that because you saw someone doing this, let me do it as well. If you're doing it like that, I'm telling you that you're not going to be successful. You'll be that person who will always start things, but you won't be able to finish it, because you're not doing it because it's in your blood. You're only doing it because other people are doing it. So here they say to you that you need to follow your gift. So they say to you that even if you're not doing those things for other people, maybe you're not sewing for other people, you're not cooking for them, but you're doing it for yourself. Or you're writing that book not to publish it, but you're just writing it for yourself. Even if it's not a book, but you have the gift of writing, and then you have this diary. You always jot down your things, jot down your things. They say that when you do these things, even if you do it for yourself, you are inviting inspiration and ingenuity all to yourself. That's what they're saying. And automatically, you are also connecting with the Mother Earth. You're connecting with your spiritual guides. Because maybe you might find that during that time, some of them during that time, they were doing those things. So they gave you those gifts. So the more that you are doing that type of art or that type of work, is the more that they are happy, they're connecting with you. For those of you who have the gift of smelling, the clairsentience gift, you know, you feel things or you hear things through smell. This is going to apply on you a lot. Some of this might apply on you, like let's say maybe you had that great grandmother ancestor who used to be a great cooker. Sometimes people will invite her when they had celebrations, you know then they will invite her, and then she will come and cook, and then they will pay her, things like that. So even if you let's say maybe that great grandmother gave you this gift as well, even if you don't do it like she did, cooking for other people, doing it as a business, you are only doing it for you, for your family, you are making her very, very happy. You have the gift of smelling. You smell things. You are that person, you are alone at home, you are not doing anything, maybe you're just watching TV, you didn't cook anything, but out of the blue you start smelling this delicious smell. That's the great grandmother. She has visited you, she's just next to you, she's telling you that I am here, my child, and she's reminding you of your gift, the gift that she gave to you. So she wanted to continue with it. She wanted to do it regularly so that you can be able to connect with her. Okay. And then after this connection with her, and then that's where, more guidance will come from her to you. She will tell you whatever. When you have questions, she'll be able to answer your questions. If bad things are about to happen, she'll be able to say to you, no, you need to stop because something very bad is coming. Okay, protect yourself, do this, do that. She'll be able to guide you, and she'll be able to pull you on the right direction all the time. And your guides from your maternal side, they say to you that this is the time for you to unlock your imagination. When they talk about imagination, is those daydreaming, those creative ideas that you always have, or even your class as well. So they say that when you open this imagination, you are automatically opening yourself to healing energy from the universe. This is how the universe is going to heal you. With spirituality, spirituality is not a difficult thing. It's a very, very simple thing. You just do simple things to connect. You start doing them. Like I always say, tell people that you need to start grounding yourself. They think that grounding is a very big thing. No, grounding is just a simple thing. Like just walking barefooted in the house or in your yard, it's grounding. Doing your garden, it's grounding. Cleaning your house, washing the dishes, it's part of grounding. Taking a walk in the forest, it's part of grounding. So here on this site, what they want you to do is to unlock your imagination. So here they tell you that stop belittling yourself, stop judging yourself, stop thinking low of yourself. You are a great person. You can do it. There will be that negative thought which will come to you and say to you, people will not like it. You won't be that great. You won't be better than this and that. It will try to belittle you. Do not listen to it. Do not listen to it, because that one is a negative energy. It's a negative spirit which is bringing these thoughts to you. It doesn't want to see you succeeding. It doesn't want to see you connecting to the universe. It doesn't want to see you uplifting your soul. This is an energy which is trying to trap you. It is trying to trap your soul or your spirit, so that when you leave this earth, you're not able to ascend into the light, but you'll be just a roaming spirit. You'll be in the dark. That's what they want, because those type of energies, those are like evil spirits, demonic forces, which want the human spirit to taunt it, to use it, to abuse it, to manipulate it. That's what it wants. Why does it wants to do that? What's the reason for that? That is because demonic forces are forces which are very, very, very angry. They want revenge. Therefore, they are using us, to fight against God. They are using us. So we need to be brave enough to fight these demonic forces. We don't want them in our lives. We must not allow them in, let them in. We must not open doors for them. We must be strong, because if you are strong, it means that it becomes weak. Okay, that's why they always say that it feeds on your energy. It feeds on your, when you have fear, you are feeding it. When you're angry, when you're gossiping, when you're jealous, you are feeding it. When you're complaining, you are feeding it. So we need to stop feeding these demonic forces. So they say to you that the gift of creativity, skills, and other type of gifts, artistic gifts, these are the gifts which are connected to your solar plexus chakra. It is connected to it. So when you unlock this gift, you are automatically activating your solar plexus chakra. Your solar plexus chakra becomes active, becomes balanced, and it's able to enhance with the other chakras. It is also linked to our life force and our positive energy. The more you activate it, the more you work on it, is the more that you also become positive with things. You start receiving those positive thoughts, you start loving yourself, you become very confident with yourself. You don't doubt yourself. You don't always wait for other people to accept you in the circle. You are not for that. You didn't come here to be accepted in other circles. You are not here for cults. You are just here for yourself. You are independent. Even if we are all here together to work with one another. Okay? But you are strong enough to do things on your own. So they say to you that this is the time for you to start re-energizing your skills, your creative ideas. So what you can do, you can sing, you can paint, you can plant, you can sew, you can do all many things just to activate your solar plexus chakra. They say that if you don't do that, what you will see happening in your life, you'll always be very restless. So if you see that you are a person who's very restless, you don't have enough sleep at night, you become very restless at night when you are supposed to sleep, know that the solar plexus chakra is not balanced. You become easily frustrated, you always complain, you're not satisfied. When you look at your life, you always think that you are the only person who have lots and lots of problems, only to find that your problems is nothing compared to other people's problems. Some people has serious problems out there, but they're not complaining, they're just dealing with their problems quietly because they are independent, they believe in themselves, they believe in the universe. And they say that sometimes you'll always be numb. When you wake up during the night, you'll feel like your hands, your fingers, your legs, you'll feel them, they'll be very numb. Then you need to know that the solar plexus chakra is not balanced. So now is the time to start balancing it. You're gonna eat the right food to balance it, wear the right clothes, color clothes to balance it, and act accordingly in order to balance it. Because it's not going to help you if you are trying to eat the right food, wear the right clothes, singing, doing this artistic creation, but you find that on the other side, you're still gossiping, you're still hating on others, you're still kissing other people. It's not going to happen at all. Okay, this is the message which comes from your guides. They say to you that unlock your imagination, unlock it.